Hey, what's going on YouTube and my fellow apes? Alright, I'm going to make two videos because I just tried to do this a minute ago and I tried to do it in one video and it came out way too long. So I'm going to do in two new videos. First one, good morning. I'm happy. I feel positive. I like AMC. Come on, baby. This is why, okay, I'm going to tell you my opinion why I love AMC. And in the next video, I'm going to tell you why I hate Citadel and why they're little rat bastards. And yeah, and both of those things, why I hold. Both my opinion though, so do your own due diligence and so on and so forth. Okay, AMC, positive AMC. All right, AMC's expanding. They got two of their theaters. They're going to reopen two theaters in, I think, Los Angeles or surrounding areas. They were their two biggest revenue makers. I'm not sure for just that area or in general, but they're two big revenue makers nonetheless. So that's great news. Fantastic. Beautiful. Grand. They're moving forward. They're doing things. Come on, baby. Great. More revenue, too. Okay. The other thing is AMC... there was an article that came out the other day that said AMC will be worth $73 a share in 2022 if their free cash flow can turn positive. Well, you know what? Because of the ape community, they're not that far away. And they could do it. And it even says in there that they can do it. And I do believe they will. If everything still continues to move forward smoothly and they're opening these other two theaters, I believe those are going to be great. If we can get some box office hits and some volume in there, great. I think we can definitely turn free cash flow positive in 2022, and it will be worth the 73 then. So now, the whole argument that you've heard, it's with the fundamentals, it's not, it's way overpriced. Well, guess what? That argument is now also starting to fade away and turn into bullshit. So, another good thing. Okay, another thing is West Christian. It has been confirmed that West Christian will work for us apes and investigate what's going on in the market and find who's liable and hold them accountable. Basically, go after Citadel and shove the, but. So that's great news. That's fantastic news. We got a great lawyer that's willing to go in for us. There's funding going on through Chad. I'm not sure you guys who are. Just probably Google it. Chad funding AMC. It'll pop up. I donated a little bit to it, and that's to pay for West Christian. West Christian has nothing to do with that, but he said that if he gets a certain amount of money, he will work for us. So that's what that fund is for. So that's great news, fantastic news. He's good at it. He's great at it, and he knows it. He knows the bullshit. He knows what to look for, and he knows to go after it. And he hates it too. He calls naked shorting and the shady brokerage trading that they do. He calls all that financial cancer, and it is. I agree 100% with him. He also calls it financial treason. Treason upon its own people, which is true. So he thinks it's super freaking poison, just like we all do, and he hates it, and he's willing to go after it, and but that kind of thing's gonna take a while, guys. On the legal end, trying to get information from someone who doesn't want you to have it is gonna take a while. So just bear with him. He says to be patient and for us to organize. Honestly, I say to organize. Reddit, it's so overfilled with bots and fluff and FUD and crap, and it's had its day, but it's no longer useful. Honestly, I think it's more toxic than useful now. But there's a website called apecrayons.com. Review Dork created it, and he controls it, and he wings out the FUD and the bots and all that crap. And I think it's a good spot for us to regroup and reorganize. So, shout out to him for doing that. It's free, so that's fantastic. Thank him for that too. He's not asking for anything for it, so that's great. That's true blue ape for the apes. And Wes Christian saying being patient. I mean, to me, what my opinion of that is told. So that's what I'm going to do. Don't contact him or his law firm about questions or comments. They have a lot to do that, they're going to be, he says he works 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. He doesn't need time to answer your comments or your questions. If you have any, contact Chad about the legal, where the legal crap is at, and he'll try and answer you as best as he can. Or you can ask any of us YouTubers. Maybe we'll know, maybe we won't. But just leave Wes Christian and his lawyers in the firm alone. Let them do their jobs, and they will. So that's great news. So we got a lawyer that's willing to go at it. Beautiful, grand, fantastic. That might take 6 months, might take a year, might take 2 months. Who knows? Nobody knows at this point, because that's all going to depend on how easy they can get the information, which might be really freaking hard, or might be easier than they think. Who knows? So no one really knows. So that's a great thing, but just remember, we don't know when any of that will take into effect or start to show up. But it's great news, period, because someone is going to be held accountable, period. So that's great. Yay. Okay, so that's why, and you know what? I'm holding also, in relation to AMC, another reason I'm holding is for those 25,000 employees. I know if I hold, I can help save 25,000 people's jobs next year. Instead of letting some cocksucking hedge fund dump the stock and bankrupt the company and destroy 25,000 people's jobs just so they can make more money. No, I'll do my part. I'm going to hold for those 25,000 employees too. So, so next video that's coming up right next is I'm going to tell you all the rotten shit that Citadel's done lately, all the rotten shit they've done the last few years, and how they capitalize on the worst moments in people's lives to make money. And how they're monopolizing the market. Monopolized the market. They're like Amazon in the online retail space, or like Walmart in the stores, as a store place. They've monopolized, and they've done it in a shitty way, and they continue to do it in a shitty way, and they will do it in a shitty way unless we stop it. So that video's next. Thank you guys. Go AMC.